from me! Strangers are attacking me! Get away from me! Don't touch me with your disgusting hands! What? What happened? Who are you?
It's all right, sir. You're safe now.
Oh, a fellow Englishman. Thank you, sir. For a moment, I thought those bloody heathens had killed me.
What are you doing here? This place is not safe.
Yeah, it's a cesspool, but it's mine. I came to collect some overdue rent, but those who still live here have gone completely bonkers.
You're very lucky to be alive.
Yeah, filthy immigrants. Fucking savages, every one of them. And now with this bloody fever, they're just animals.
You can find safety of sorts in Uайтчепел. If you're quick and cautious, you'll be able to avoid the savages. You had better return to Uайтчепел without delay. It will be safer there.
Safety isn't really an issue in Uайтчепel, because you never are. Never have been. The old place is falling to pieces. But thank you for the advice, sir.
You had better return to Uайтчепел without delay. It will be safer there.
Safety isn't really an issue in Uайтчепel.
Are you all right?
The bastard hit the wall next to me. I don't even know if he meant to miss.
If you've been hurt, I can help you. I'm a doctor.
Name's Albert. Remember it. Now bugger off.
Do you need assistance?
Please. Feeling tired these days.
There you go. Let's hope nobody steals it from you.
Very funny.
I found the recruiter you were expecting. He's dead, but he carried a note. The Wet Boot Boys have accepted your application.
I knew it! I told you I was tough enough. I'll be free soon.
This note was found on a dead man, Albert. If that doesn't change your mind, then you must be ready to face the risks.
You're all fancy words, none of which concern me. Go worry about someone else. I'm fine and I have a future here.
Goodbye, young man.
I won't end up another drunk arsehole littering the streets. Not me. The wet boots will be proud of me.
What? Shooting a boy in the middle of a street. Not the best thing to do, wouldn't you say?
What? You saw what happened? Who are you?
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd like to ask you a few questions, if you promise me to set your gun aside.
No. Look, I'm not a violent man. I'm Benjamin Palmer, doctor. And no one can help me. Not even you.
You don't seem well, Benjamin. Do you need any help?
I always feel ill, sir. It's like I'm never right.
I will see you later. Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Have you heard anything?
It's funny, I've been searching for her too. I need some pills. But the woman is a phantom, if you ask me.
Really? And why is that?
Word is she ain't real. It's just a cover for some doctor who runs an illegal dispensary for migrants.
Whatever the boy did, I'm sure he didn't deserve a public execution.
I swear I didn't want to hit him. It's just that I'm sick in the head, you see, and the boy just frayed me last nerve.
A gun, alcohol, and a bad temper make a terrible cocktail, sir. Goodbye for now. Good evening, miss.
Good evening, sir. Are you interested in a miraculous cure for this unknown and deadly epidemic?
Actually, I am.
Then you have come to the right place. The famous Swanborough cordial is all you need to help keep you in perfect health.
Oh, really? Why didn't I hear about it during my studies? I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Ah, my brother has spoken of your research, sir. I'm Loretta Swanborough, and it's always a pleasure to meet a fellow healer.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like to talk about competition.
Competition, you say?
Never met her, but it seems she provides some sort of medical care to the poor. The whole thing has to be some sort of scam, if you ask me.
I'd like to see what kind of medicine you're selling.
Its effectiveness has been... Good evening.
You look ill, Miss...
I'm perfectly fine.
Goodbye, Miss Swan.
What do you want? Leave me alone.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I'm looking for Nurse Dorothy Crane.
There is no Dorothy Crane here. Now goodbye.
I'm afraid this medical leaflet says the opposite, sir.
Really? Well, I'm afraid I'm going to close this door right now. Go bother someone else, Mr. Doctor. A strange man was at the door with a pass for our medical facility. I refused him entry.
Darius, how could you know he didn't need our help?
His clothes were too finely tailored to be from Uайтчепел.
Perhaps just a friend of that stray poet who is always about?
Richard Nethercott? No, not of the same cloth, this man. I suspect some machination from that journalist.
Clayton Darby. Is he still asking questions?
Yes. I saw him drifting around St. Mary's Church. I swear he is tracking me just downwind.
I heard you're investigating an underground medical...
Not much, I'm afraid. They are wary of strangers, and I'm not really an acquaintance of theirs.
I'm afraid one of the nurses from the Pembroke Hospital...
Ah, could it...
Without a doubt, you are a damn fine journalist, Mr. Darby.
I don't know much about the man. He's very cautious. Never goes out. Doesn't seem to have any friends or family.
He never goes out?
No. A few days ago, he unexpectedly did. I followed him, but...
Really?
He went to the nearest mailbox, but just before...
I still have...
I don't know
He has no relative?
No.
Where can I find this, Mr...
He spends most of his time lurking around.
Goodbye, Mr...
Good evening, Doc.
Do you need... If... Goodbye, Mr...
Pay me a glass and I'll be gentle. Pay me a bottle and I'll be nasty. Don't be shy, Han.
I'm not looking...
All right then.
You seem...
Do
you know... you...
Dorothy.
Do you need any assistance?
It depends on the price of...
I am shocked that you would think I am that sort of...
Forgive my suspicion. I'm so used to liars.
Goodbye, men.
It's locked.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed. I'd like... I know what you're thinking. A tall, straight... Melia, I know you work for Dorothy Crane. A stubborn and mute comrade. Nurse... I know you want... Very well. Hello again, miss. You don't seem to need... Very well. Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions.
Please be my guest. Although I may not be the best informant regarding this part of town, my words speak about that which the eyes cannot see.
Really? Are you an artist of some kind?
I'm a poet, sir. Richard...
May I ask you a few questions?
Extraordinary part of town, is it not?
What can you tell me about an old man?
Darius Petrescu. Yes, I know him. At first, I thought he was only a small pup.
Not interested in your talent?
Darius is an old political activist.
I'm looking for Dorothy Crane.
Dorothy Crane.
Do you need medical...
It may be what...
I understand your appetite for words, and...
The nutrition of my mind is more important than my physical health. But I appreciate your concern, sir.
Did you know the mute florist is a member of a...
No, I didn't. But I thank you for this
I fear you...
Guilty as charged.
I'll leave you alone. Mr. Petrescu, just 1 minute, please.
You again. Go away.
Sir, wait. Stop this nonsense.
All right.
Don't you see we're on the same side?
I'm nothing like you, Mr.
Yes, you are. You too believe in providing...
I have to admit your words have conviction.
What do we have here, nurse?
Patient Raz Van Vasily. High fever running on 3 days. Complaints of dizziness, muscle aches, and head pain. Diagnosed with influenza.
Treatment?
Aspirin and salicin for the fever and discomfort. Liquids for dehydration, but he's having trouble keeping even water down.
Aspirin and salicin, you say? Why not some warm milk and a kiss on the cheek? Where are the quinine salts?
Tried buying, borrowing, even stealing. There's none to be found, Doctor.
He's not convulsing, he's choking. He's not getting any air. Scalpel! Hand me that scalpel!
What can I do, Doctor? We've lost the pulse. He's gone, Doctor.
Nurse, we did everything we could.
Truly? Everything you could? Is that how you'll report this in your log? Is this how the war went? Piling up one poor corpse beside the next?
This was not an influenza-induced seizure. I've never seen symptoms like these on the continent.
Neither have I. But the previous symptoms leading up to this attack were the same, indistinguishable from the epidemic.
No. There was something more vile in these reactions. Something primitive.
There have been numerous reports of mental breakdowns caused by the fever that accompanies the flu itself, Doctor.
But... I'd best take some samples of the blood for analysis.
I doubt you're here to test my bedside manners. To what do I suspect it was more than intuition alone that led you to us. So, how might I be of service, Dr. Reed?
I've come to put an end to this insufferable blackmailing, Dorothy.
Doctor, you think your warnings scare me? I've stolen and plied, blackmailed and lied, but what else am I to do? I'm all these people have.
Dr. Swansea is a sensible and honest...
It's easy for you to say, Doctor. These people cannot go to the
But why Lady Ashbury?
She's pristine and proper, all right. But that she-wolf in sheep's clothing murders the poor for...
So, the end justifies...
I know you're kind, Doctor. Just another fine
You've convinced me of the sincerity of your actions and their noble justifications. But all the same, blackmail is a crime, and it will stop, Nurse Crane.
So, are you going to turn me over to the authorities?
No. Your place is here. Jailing you would be an even greater crime. So, here is my proposition. I'll look the other way on your little enterprise. In exchange, you will resign from the Pembroke Hospital and provide me with medical supplies when the need arises.
Dr. Reed! That sounds like a business proposition. My accomplice, then?
No, just a privileged client. My research may require the occasional rare piece of equipment or ingredient. I'll pay good coin in exchange, fair and honest, to help finance your noble endeavors.
We have ourselves a deal, Doctor. Good customers are always welcome.
Yes, Nurse Crane. We have a deal.
It's locked, all right.
Filthy piece of shit! It's an inch! Kill it! Disappeared into thin air! Send you back in a fucking It's mine! I'll take it! Steady, boy! He's got one of them! He's dead!
Hello, Mr. Petrescu.
Hello, Dr. Reed. Come on in. Kill it, boy! Brush the leech, boys! Burn, you fucker!
I would ask you to avert your eyes, sir. Or did you not know it was rude to stare?
I knew it.
Speak up, Dr. Reed. I like a man who speaks his mind.
You killed him. He trusted you. And you killed him.
Spare me your sarcasm, Jonathan. You are but newly born in this world.
We are vampires. We live by leeching the blood from weaker prey. We are Darwin's next chapter. His cynical and perhaps ultimate expression.
The situation is somewhat awkward nonetheless. I have not been observed sustaining myself for many decades. I have to say I'm a trifle embarrassed.
Anyway, I have concluded my inquiries concerning your blackmailer.
I see. Please excuse my agitated state. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't let anyone see me in this condition.
I must confess I have not put an end to the blackmail, my lady. Unfortunately, I could not bring myself to do it.
I'm so disappointed in you, Jonathan. I didn't expect this from you.
Lady Ashbury, you yourself admitted how ridiculous the sum of money was. I can assure you, it was all used for charitable ends.
Well, you are full of surprises, aren't you, Jonathan? All right, say I trust you, but you will still pay the ransom. That is only fair. After all, it was you who failed to bring this problem to a satisfactory conclusion.
I believe I could agree to that.
And since a lady always keeps her promises, I will now answer any questions you may have.
Why does Dr. Swansea allow you to...
Dr. Swansea is a good and compassionate man. He is...
What do you know about this Brotherhood of St...
The Brotherhood is well known amongst London vampire society.
And no one suspected...
As you well know, suspicion has recently
I know this is...
Really? And I thought you were gentlemen.
And who bestowed upon you this?
My maker. He left this...
Very well. But I believe...
A lady has to have some.
Why did you save me in the camp?
I could hardly stand by and watch such a promising...
William Bishop wasn't...
No, Jonathan. Whatever their strength and demeanor...
What type of vampire?
Not a true vampire. The deformed
I've been hearing a voice talking...
Hush. Tell no one this. It would be unwise to talk of such things amongst British immortals. Speak no more of your maker.
How could this cause offense?
Only the powerful immortals can mentally call to their progeny. No vampire or hunter will sleep easy, knowing that an unidentified elder is stalking the streets of London.
Excuse my forwardness, but...
Me? Goodness, no. Only a fool...
I don't understand.
That is a question only the one who made you can answer. It's not...
So me being...
I very much doubt it, Jonathan. Contrary to the legends...
I'd like to avoid creating another vampire by mistake anyway. Tell me, how is it done?
The process is dangerous. It could even kill your potential progeny. If you did decide to sire an offspring, they must drink of your blood, Jonathan.
A vampire? Is that what I am? What we are?
Such a crude word, defined by penny dreadfuls and drunken hacks. No.
Are you an Ekon too?
Yes, I am. We are the closest thing to what man...
So we are Ekons. How can I identify us amongst other vampires?
How to put it? All Ekon are vampires.
I've been away from London and England for 3 years.
Things have gone from bad to worse here, Jonathan.
The Spanish flu has hit London that bad.
Yes, but it's not just that. I've heard things.
What is it you fear?
Fear has long since flown this form. But there is some...
When I awoke, changed, I was chased and attacked by vampire hunters. Prepared and well-trained.
Though I can't be certain, more than likely it was the once glory...
Once glorious, but...
They have seen better days, but all fanatics are dangerous.
You make them sound...
More a society, and like all the best ones,
Are there many vampires?
immortals are of a rare breed.